Introducing the all-new Corolla.
Businessman Al Israel is opposed to Bill 208, which would take the interest made on security deposits given to landlords and use that interest to fund the Guam Housing Corporation.
Interest that will be earned on this minimal security deposit is so minuscule that the paperwork and the amount of employees to monitor it will far exceed the income it proposes to take.
The bill was introduced by Senator Tina Muñoz-Barnes at the behest of the Guam Housing Corporation. The measure is based on similar measures in the U.S. mainland.
The only problem with that is in the United States, they've got millions and billions of deposits. Naturally, the banks there will give some kind of interest. But our banks in Guam, they'll be lucky if they even get 1/4 of 1% on it. And in the mainland, when they make a security deposit, they're talking $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 as a deposit. Here in Guam, it's $200, $300, $400 at the most for security deposits. What can you earn on $300, $400?
And while Israel says there isn't much money to be earned on the interest on security deposits, he also says that even if there was interest, it shouldn't be spent by the government.
This interest does not belong to the government, and it doesn't belong to the landlord. It belongs to the tenant.
Senator Tina Muñoz-Barnes agrees that the money belongs to the tenants, but she says that interest from security deposits are currently not going back to tenants, and she believes that any interest that is being accrued and not going back to tenants should at least be considered for going towards helping provide affordable housing.
Even if resources is minuscule, if it could help advocate for an existing program to be able to bring in additional funding to help folks realize home ownership, then we've got to look at it.
Nevertheless, the senator says she will give Mr. Israel's comments and any other public comments due consideration.
I respect Mr. Israel's position to share his opposition, and that's the democratic process. And as in every bill that gets introduced, there is a democratic process of how the bill gets moved along, and that's why there is a public hearing process to get community input, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Senator Barnes says that as a policymaker, it's her job to listen closely to public agencies and island stakeholders.